Welcome back to Conversations with Manny. So today's food for thought is going to be the sculptor within. Now I want to talk about something, right? Something that we all experience at some point. That feeling of being lost or unsure where we're going in life. Now, have you ever found yourself standing at a crossroads, right? You're feeling overwhelmed by the choices ahead. Well, it's something so many of us we can relate to. Now, I want you to take a moment. Take a moment to think back to the last time you felt this way. Maybe it was when you had to choose a career path, or perhaps it was about a relationship. It can really feel like a big weight on your shoulders, right? Well, here's a helpful tip. Instead of rushing through life or pushing ourselves too hard, we should give ourselves permission to slow down just for a bit. It's like taking a deep breath when the world feels like it's spinning too fast. But here's the catch. While it's essential to slow down, we need to be careful not to slip backwards. Making progress, even if it's just a tiny step forward, is far better, right, than going backwards. Think about this. Sometimes it takes just as much energy to make those small steps that move us forward as it does to completely veer off track. What do I mean by this? Well, bear with me here. If we find ourselves off course, getting back on track can feel like an uphill battle. So, keeping even a slight momentum, no matter how small, is crucial. Now I want to share something with you, something personal, right? My aspiration goes beyond simply creating YouTube videos. I aim to become someone of value who conveys that through my content. So what steps do I need to take to shape myself, to chisel myself into that person? Well, I've come to realize that I need to focus on generating engaging topics and publishing videos with purpose. Rather than attempting to make a huge leap all at once, I'm dedicating myself to learning one new skill within a set time frame. This could be as straightforward as enrolling in an online course, reading a book, or even taking advice from someone who has already accomplished what I hope to achieve. Those incremental steps, they truly add up. And it's amazing how small achievements can lead to remarkable transformation. Now, let's get a bit more creative with this idea. You ready? So I want you to imagine you're a sculptor and you're standing in front of this shapeless, massless block of marble. The block symbolizes your life, and your journey of shaping it reflects your personal growth and development. At first, that marble, it can look pretty intimidating, right? Just a solid mass with no defined shape. Much like our lives at times, right? When we have so much potential but lack direction. But as a sculptor, you start to chisel away, slowly revealing the beauty that's hidden within. Now, each strike of your chisel represents a lesson learned, an obstacle overcome, or a new skill acquired. Have you ever thought about what your own block of marble looks like? How do you envision your masterpiece? It's fascinating to think about the potential we all have to shape our lives. Just like the sculptor needs to believe in the vision of their final piece, we too must hold on to a vision for our own lives. But here's where it gets interesting. This vision, it acts like a guiding star, helping us navigate our actions and our decisions. It shapes and molds us based on our values and aspirations. Now, of course, every sculptor makes mistakes. Sometimes we chip off too much or we go in the wrong direction. And it's easy to feel discouraged. But guess what? Those mistakes are actually our best teachers. Why? Well, they build resilience and remind us that growth isn't always a straight line. Now, imagine if a sculptor, right, gave up every time they made a mistake. They would never create anything beautiful. Instead, they learn, they adapt, they improve with each chisel stroke that they do. Now, let's think about famous artists or inventors. Many faced rejections and failures before they found success. For example, did you know that Thomas Edison, right, he failed over 1,000 times before he successfully invented the light bulb? Each failure, it taught him something new, shaping his approach and ultimately leading to a groundbreaking discovery. Or consider J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before Harry Potter was finally published. Her perseverance through those tough times is what led to one of the most beloved book series in history. Now, as the sculpture starts to take shape, it becomes a reflection of the sculptor's skill, the creativity, and the identity. Similarly, as we grow, our lives reflect our choices and the effort we put into them. The sculptor's journey requires patience and dedication, which is just like our personal growth journey, right? We need to be patient with ourselves, willing to face challenges and understand our strengths and weaknesses, right? Now, let's tie this back to an inspiring story from the book Atomic Habits. James Clear, he shares the story of Brian Clark. Now, he struggled with nail biting for many years. Despite being aware of the habit, Brian found it tough to stop. He found it hard. The game changer came when he decided to change his identity regarding the habit. Instead of just trying to quit biting his nails, he shifted his focus to becoming a non-nail biter. Clear emphasized that this shift in identity was essential for Brian's success. So he started to implement small changes to support his new identity. Now, think of it, the chisel, right? Like keeping his nails trimmed and using bitter tasting nail polish to deter himself. And over time, these minor adjustments, they helped him break the habit. Now, this story illustrates a crucial point. Breaking a habit doesn't require complete lifestyle overhaul. Instead, it's about making small intentional changes and creating an environment that supports our positive habits. It's all about these incremental improvements, which again is a central theme in Atomic Habits. Now, in chapter 2, titled How Your Habits Shape Your Identity and Vice Versa, Clear, he discusses how our identities influence our habits. Brian's story shows that aligning our habits with our desired identity can lead to significant transformations over time. So, as you think about your own habits, consider this. What identity do you want to embody? How can you start aligning your daily actions with that vision? It's a powerful question to really reflect on. For instance, if you want to be healthier, what small steps can you take today to start embodying that identity? Maybe it's drinking more water or even taking a short walk. Now, as we wrap this up, let's remember, life is like that block of marble. We're all sculptors in our own right, shaping our own path with each decision we make. Let's embrace those small steps, keeping our vision clear, and let's not be afraid of the mistakes along the way. They're all part of this masterpiece that is our life. Now, what small habit will you start today to move forward? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found value in this message, please subscribe, please like and comment. And most importantly, please share. Help us get to 500 subscribers by January 1st. Until next time, keep chiseling away your masterpiece.